Do you know what hot seat coaching is? And I wish I had known this earlier in my journey. If you're a spiritual girly, a mentor, teacher, a guide, I had a conversation with a client the other day, and she's making like lots of content. And I said, "Oh, that's fantastic." That is speaking to one type of person. Okay, this is people who are very informational and logical and analytical and like outcomes and results. That's people who care a lot about our sales pages and what they're going to get out of an experience with us. I said, then there's a different type of person that's a little bit more focused on the frequency that you are emitting. Like they want to feel like you feel in your reality in your life. And they're very community centered. Like their focus is more, I want to be around a lot of high vibe people who are on similar paths. So I said some different ways that you can market to them is to host maybe hot seat coaching. And this is where you meet people, let's say on Zoom or Google Meet, and you come up with a theme of whatever you want to support them with. And then you call people up and you help them for about 10 minutes with what they're going through within the theme. And then you go to another person and another person. You gotta have really good leadership skills because it's a timing thing. And sometimes people can get really emotionally charged about what they have going on. But that's you coming in as a mentor and coach and the guide. And that's a great way to showcase your talents and your abilities. And it's when I have done these, people have said, this is so helpful because it shows us that people are more similar than they are different. And you're hearing something through many different perspectives and experiences, like within the same theme. And so everybody, it's a co-collaborative experience. And then obviously you can, share your services of like, this is how to continue working with me. Or you can do things like healing circles or embodiment exercise groups. That's what I love doing. I used to be real professional with it and doing presentations like webinars and things. I was like, that's not really for me. I love doing activities where people's inner children are also going to enjoy the experience. So yes, I'm going to teach something, but it's more everyone participating. Like I have a lot of discovery questions, activities, people sharing their thoughts and their opinions and their perspectives. And that is talking to people who are more like community based, the vibe. They want to be in the frequency. And that's what actually draws them into your world. And they, make purchases with you and whatever your offerings are. And so when I shared that with her, she said it was just something new. So obviously you're going to be like a little nervous about it. And I said, oh, I was too, for sure. That's where this is a different type of energy. It's very playful. It's very encouraging. It's very celebratory. It's very silly goose. It's like going to a soul playground. It's less kind of, you're still professional, but less professional kind of one way than just making content or doing a webinar or a training. It's honestly a lot of fun, and the hot seat coaching. And so I wanted to share that as some different options, because sometimes we think, oh, I got to do it this one way, and I see other people being successful at it, but maybe that's not for you. And when I first learned about specifically hot seat coaching, I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds like so much. Having so many people on that I'm helping. Once I did it one time, I was like, oh, this is amazing. I love this. Same thing with having like silly goose activities for people's, adult but their inner children. Oh my God, I loved it so much, but I was nervous to begin with. But sometimes you just got to try things because you don't know what you like until you try. So that's why I wanted to offer these, because I wasn't aware that these were an option at the beginning of my journey, and I would have implemented those things sooner because I would have had a lot more fun.